Ancient civilizations were deeply connected to the rhythms of the natural world. The movements of the sun, moon, and stars held profound significance. These celestial events marked the passage of time. They dictated agricultural cycles. They also shaped spiritual belief. For the ancient Celts and Egyptians, the sky was not merely a backdrop, but a dynamic canvas upon which their lives unfolded. This essay will explore how these cultures integrated their understanding of the cosmos into their monumental architecture. The ancient Celts and Egyptians were keen observers of the heavens. They meticulously tracked the movements of celestial bodies. They developed intricate calendars based on their observations. These calendars were not merely tools for timekeeping, but were deeply intertwined with their religious practices and worldview. Their monuments, often aligned with solstices and equinoxes, served as tangible connections between the earthly realm and the celestial sphere. The ancient Celts and Egyptians believed that the universe was structured according to sacred geometry. This geometry, they believed, held the key to understanding the fundamental order of the cosmos. This belief is evident in their architecture, which often incorporates geometric shapes and ratios that were considered sacred. For example, the Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the most iconic examples of Egyptian architecture, is built according to the principles of the golden ratio. This ratio, approximately 1.618, is found throughout the natural world, from the spiral of a nautilus shell to the arrangement of seeds in a sunflower. The Celts, too, incorporated sacred geometry into their monuments. Stonehenge, for instance, features a ring of standing stones arranged in a circle, a shape that has long been associated with eternity and the cyclical nature of time. For the ancient Celts and Egyptians, their monumental structures were not merely buildings but microcosms of the universe. These structures, they believed, reflected the order and harmony of the cosmos. They served as points of connection between the earthly realm and the celestial sphere. The pyramids of Egypt, for instance, were not only tombs for pharaohs, but were also seen as symbolic representations of the primordial mound from which the Egyptians believed the world was created. The interior chambers and passageways of the pyramids were carefully aligned with certain stars, further emphasizing their connection to the cosmos. Similarly, Celtic monuments like Newgrange in Ireland are aligned with the winter solstice sunrise. On this day, the rising sun illuminates the inner chamber of the tomb, symbolizing rebirth and renewal. The monumental architectures of the ancient Celts and Egyptians were more than just impressive feats of engineering. They were also integral parts of their religious and ceremonial practices. These structures were often used for rituals designed to honor the gods and goddesses associated with the celestial bodies. For example, the Egyptians held elaborate festivals dedicated to the sun god Ra, during which they would process through their temples and make offerings. These rituals were often timed to coincide with specific astronomical events, such as the summer solstice, further reinforcing the connection between the earthly and celestial realms. Similarly, many Celtic monuments are located in landscapes that held sacred significance, and it is likely that these sites were used for rituals and ceremonies related to the cycles of nature and the movements of the sun and moon. Section 5, Cultural Echoes, a Legacy Etched in Stone. The influence of ancient Celtic and Egyptian beliefs about the cosmos can be seen in the art, literature, and mythology of later cultures. Their ideas about sacred geometry, astronomical alignments, and the interconnectedness of the universe have resonated through the ages. The Romans, for instance, adopted and adapted many aspects of Egyptian architecture and religion, including their reverence for the sun god, whom they worshipped as Sol. The Greeks, too, were influenced by Egyptian ideas about astronomy and mathematics, which they incorporated into their own philosophical and scientific traditions. The legacy of Celtic cosmology can be seen in the myths and legends of the British Isles, many of which feature astronomical themes and motifs. Section 6. Archaeoastronomy, Deciphering the Celestial Code. In recent decades, the field of archaeoastronomy has shed new light on the astronomical knowledge and practices of ancient cultures. By studying the alignments of ancient monuments and the astronomical references in their myths and legends, researchers have been able to piece together a more complete picture of how these cultures understood and interacted with the cosmos. For example, archaeoastronomers have discovered that many ancient monuments are aligned with solstices and equinoxes, suggesting that these cultures had a sophisticated understanding of the Earth's movement around the Sun. They have also found evidence that ancient cultures tracked the movements of other celestial bodies such as the moon and stars and incorporated these observations into their calendars and rituals. Section 7. Light and Shadow, the Dance of Time. The interplay of light and shadow played a crucial role in the design and function of ancient Celtic and Egyptian architecture. Many of their monumental structures were designed to interact with the sun in specific ways, creating dramatic effects of light and shadow that would have heightened the spiritual experience of those who visited them. For example, the Temple of Karnak in Egypt was designed so that on the winter solstice, the rising sun would shine through the temple's main entrance and illuminate the sanctuary at the back of the temple. This alignment of light and architecture would have created a powerful symbol of the sun god's return to power after the darkness of winter. Similarly, many Celtic tombs and passage graves are oriented so that the rising sun on the winter solstice illuminates the inner chamber, symbolizing rebirth and renewal. Section 8. Ancient Wonders, Timeless Inspirations. The monumental architectures of the ancient Celts and Egyptians stand today as testaments to their ingenuity, their deep reverence for the cosmos, and their desire to connect with something larger than themselves. These structures continue to inspire awe and wonder in those who visit them, inviting us to contemplate the mysteries of the universe and our place within it. As we marvel at the grandeur of the pyramids or the enigmatic beauty of Stonehenge, we are reminded that the human fascination with the cosmos is timeless. The ancient Celts and Egyptians may be gone, but their legacy lives on in the enduring power of their monuments and the questions they continue to pose about our place in the universe. Thank you for watching Cosmic Shift. Like, share and subscribe.